In Washington today, the spotlight turned to US foreign policy on Europe's eastern frontier. President Donald Trump, standing alongside Poland's President Karol Nawrocki, addressed one of the most sensitive questions of this moment: America's military presence in Poland, a NATO ally positioned directly between Ukraine's war zone and Russia's border. With Ukraine still fighting off Russian forces and Europe questioning the reliability of US security commitments, Trump's words carried significant weight. Reporters pressed him on whether American troops would remain in Poland, a nation that has long urged Washington to expand its footprint on its soil. Reporter: will American soldiers remain in Poland? Donald Trump: yeah, I think so. I mean, do you know something I don't? I don't know. Yeah, we're very happy. If anything, we'll put more there if they want. But they've long wanted to have a larger presence. We have some countries that have more, not too many, but no, they'll be staying in Poland. We're very much aligned with Poland. Trump's casual tone, joking, "Do you know something I don't?" belied the seriousness of the moment. But behind the levity was a clear message. US troops are not leaving Poland. In fact, Trump opened the door to sending more, aligning with Warsaw's long-standing requests. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Poland has emerged as a frontline NATO state. The US currently stations thousands of troops, air defenses, and heavy equipment there. Warsaw has consistently lobbied for a permanent US base, sometimes dubbed Fort Trump in Polish media, as a deterrent to Moscow. Trump's willingness to put more there echoes past discussions that once stirred controversy in both Washington and Brussels. The stakes go beyond Poland. NATO allies worry about Washington's commitment to Europe's defense architecture. Some fear Trump's unpredictable diplomacy might rewrite long-standing arrangements. Yet today's statement reassured at least one key ally: Poland will continue hosting US forces, possibly in greater numbers. At the same time, it sends a signal to Moscow. Reinforced American troops on Russia's western border underscore NATO's readiness at a moment when Ukraine's war grinds into its fourth year. For President Karol Nawrocki, this was a diplomatic victory. Poland has invested heavily in defense, purchasing US tanks, fighter jets, and missile systems. Its leaders see American boots on the ground not just as military protection, but as political insurance against Russian aggression. Trump's public endorsement strengthens Nawrocki's standing back home and reassures nervous neighbors across Central and Eastern Europe. For Washington, the decision is part symbolism, part strategy. While the Pentagon manages troop rotations carefully, Trump's promise to add forces taps into broader debates in US politics. Should America double down on Europe or shift resources to Asia and the Pacific? Today's remarks suggest Trump sees Poland as a linchpin. By reinforcing troops there, he bolsters NATO's eastern flank while signaling to allies and adversaries that US commitments remain firm, at least in this theater. Reactions will come swiftly. Moscow is likely to condemn any increase in US deployments, framing it as proof of NATO's hostility. In Brussels, European leaders may feel relieved, but also wary of the unpredictability of Trump's policies. The reassurance of today could become the uncertainty of tomorrow. 12 minutes of remarks distilled into a single message: US troops are staying in Poland and more may come. It was a statement both casual and calculated, one that Poland will celebrate, Russia will criticize, and NATO allies will scrutinize closely. From Washington, this is a reminder that in Europe's most volatile corner, American boots on the ground remain the strongest currency of security.
American soldiers remain in Poland.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, do you know something I don't? I don't know. Yeah, we're very happy. If anything, we'll put more there if they want. But they've long wanted to have a larger presence. We have some countries that have more, not too many, but no, they'll be staying in Poland. We're very much aligned with Poland.